Our college prep program is something that we've been running for probably about 8 years now, but we've really developed this and to provide more structure, more opportunity, more vision, and it's also become a big part of my role within the club. So the college prep program is basically providing a service to the high school age group kids. So anyone from 15 to 18, 19 who are, want to go into college to play at all the different levels, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, NAIA, even community college. So we're trying to provide a segue for them into that, to help them with that transition. Obviously, at different stages in their life, it becomes more crucial to make those decisions. When you're a 15, 16, you've got plenty of time. But by the time you get to a junior and a senior, you've got to start thinking about where you're going to go and if you want to play in college, because it's a big commitment. So I feel that I have plenty of experience in this, as I've been a head coach in college for 32 years. I've developed a lot of contacts throughout the country, obviously played against a lot of coaches. Even though I'm retired from college coaching now, I still have a lot of friends out there who are coaching, and I understand the process and that each player is going to go through. And I think that I bring that experience to them, which will provide good insights for them and their parents. So rather than just training these 16, 17, 18-year-old players to win games, the training that they're going to receive from these coaches and these age groups will help them with this transition into college, because the game high school game to college is a massive jump. And so we like to provide that kind of intermediary sort of experience through the club, where they are going to be playing, especially the top teams are going to be playing all over the country in good competition against other players who are going to want to go into college. And so the coaches in these age groups are able to provide a more complex type of presentation in terms of tactical awareness, help the players to develop an understanding of what do they do in these different situations, in the attacking third, in the middle third, in the defensive third. What are the functions of a defender, central defender, outside defender? What are the functions of a central midfield player, a holding midfield player, attacking midfield player? What are the functions of an out-and-out striker or a winger? So, and what kind of demands will a college coach, expectations will a college coach have of you in a tight game, in a competitive game? You got to remember, the college season is it's not like the club season. The college season is more like the high school season in the sense that it's short and also game after game after game. So it's a tough environment, and whatever we can do to help in that transition and to give them that experience, to prepare them to be successful, or have the best chance they can to make it at that level, is what the program is really all about. And it's not just on the field, it's off the field as well. The training is what you're actually doing in practice, and the kind of feedback you get from the coach in the game, in your competition. But also the exposure is very important. So we have to consider, what type of tournaments do we go to? How do you get in front of these college coaches? So there are a number of tournaments, fortunately, throughout the whole country, and college coaches sign up for these tournaments. I did when I was a college coach. And, we try to teach the players how to put themselves in front of these college coaches. So how to get hold of them, how to contact them through emails, phone, texting, Facebook, I guess, or different kinds of social media ways of getting in front of the college coach. And these tournaments, these showcases especially, are a great opportunity for the coaches to see these players. But also, the players will be playing in certain league games, and they can a local college coach will probably come watch a league game. And it's really important that the players are aware that this service is provided for them. So that's one of the things that we try to expose them to. So the exposure is important. The levels of competition, the tournaments they go to, the leagues they play in, all these kinds of things help to facilitate this relationship that they're going to have with their future college coach. One of the things that we've been running now for about the last 4 or 5 years is what we call the Club Ohio College Night, and we usually do that in February, and it's been very well attended. We usually do this at the Dublin Recreation Centre, and I invite a few college coaches in. I think last February we had 4 or 5 college coaches, and we try to bring in the coaches from different levels. So Division 1 coach, Division 2, Division 3, even an NAI, and we try to get some male and female coaches in there, and we were able to do that this year, and it was very well attended. And basically, I run a PowerPoint presentation and go over all the different facets of college life, the academic side, which the parents are obviously very interested in, social life, the soccer life, the culture of college. What is it? What are you going? What is expected? And also we talk about the mechanical aspects of going to college, like how do you apply? What financial aid opportunities are there? What scholarship opportunities are there? How does this work? What grants are there available? Loans, these kinds of things. So we talk about everything. We cover pretty much everything in that presentation, and then we open the floor up for questions, and that's where the college coaches come into play. It's been very successful and well attended, and we've received great feedback on the college night. And the other thing about this, the players afterwards, the coaches avail themselves of questions, and the kids come up and talk to them personally, and that way, a number of those coaches have actually recruited some Club Ohio players just through this one night, which has been, it's good to see. But we do that every February. 2 new aspects to the college prep program that we're going to provide this year for our players. One of them is what we call identification clinics. So the plan is to run 2 or 3 different clinics here in the indoor facility at Club Ohio, and we're going to have I'm going to invite a college coach to come in and to run a session with the players who would like to be there, and afterwards they can ask that college coach any questions at all, and at the same time we might invite some other college coaches to come and watch the players doing their sessions. So we plan to do that 2 or 3 times this year to make use of our facility, and I've already spoken to some college coaches about this, and they said they'd be willing to do that because it's great for them because they get exposure to our players, and they can, if they run a session, and if the players like the session they're running, then they're going to be more attracted to want to go and play for them. So that's one of the new things we're doing. The other service that we're providing is the individual college orientation program, which I am going to set up. Basically, parents and the players can schedule a time to meet me here at the facility, and so it almost follows on from the college night thing where I can expand on the points I make, and we can sit and chat for an hour or 2 about where they should be looking, what kind of colleges standard they should be looking at, what type of things they should expect to face, what are going to be the challenges academically, socially, culturally, financially, and obviously from a soccer standpoint, what are the challenges going to be about playing a sport and going to college at the same time, because it is a big transition. So that's the service kind of encapsulated there, the college prep program, and we think that this. I know some clubs do this, but I think that we've really taken this on board, and we feel that we have a duty to our players in those age groups who really want to pursue life after Club Ohio at that next level. And it's great to see when we look back and we see, even now, we see some of our players being successful at the top level of college, even the lower level. Last year I went to see a couple of college games where I saw some of the players that I've coached over the years, and it's great to see them being successful at that next level.